Hi guys, it's me, Skylar Capri, and today we're talking about my votes for the 2026 Bath & Body Works Summer Semi-Annual Sale. If you are a member and you have the app, scroll all the way down and you will see a graphic talking about answering the call, where you will get to vote on fragrances you'd love for Bath & Body Works to bring back out for next year's Summer Semi-Annual Sale. If you're returning to my channel, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. We do all things Bath & Body Works, especially the body care. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get into what I choose to bring back. All right, you guys, getting into the voting, we are starting off with the Warm and Woodsy. So for Warm and Woodsy, they gave a couple of options, including Cashmere Glow, Fireside Flurries, Sensual Amber, Bonfire Bash, Midnight Amber Glow, Luminous, and Chasing Fireflies. Now, the two that I selected are both Cashmere Glow and Bonfire Bash. I would really love for these two to come back out, and honestly for different reasons. So starting off with Cashmere Glow, this is one that I used to own, so it's very similar to what Velvet Sugar brings back in terms of that nostalgia, but then also the scent is so delicious, so wearable, and very mature, wear every day to night, wear to work, wear on a date night. It's just a perfect all-around scent, and I feel like we are missing a good cashmere scent in the lineup right now. This one has notes of golden peach, exotic berries, glowing lily petals, shimmering vanilla, and cashmere musk, and it is truly so light but also decadent, very wearable, and a great August or September transition scent when you're transitioning from the summer months into the fall. Would really love to have this one back. Also, this packaging, as soon as I saw it, I tried to pull the original packaging for the ones that I used to have because that is how I remember it, and this is the exact same lotion that I used to have many years ago. The next one we have is Bonfire Bash. Now, I have never owned Bonfire Bash, but I have seen so many people on TikTok when they're doing the little slideshows of scents I want Bath & Body Works to bring back. So many of them have Bonfire Bash, and honestly, I just got curious. Plus, none of the other Warm and Woodsy scents really jumped out to me as things that I would like, and I did look up the scent notes, so I did have an educated vote. But Bonfire Bash has notes of vanilla bourbon, creamy sandalwood, and cashmere musk, again with that cashmere musk fragrance note. I don't know, I just feel like this is something I would really like. People say that it has a marshmallowy component to it, and I love marshmallow fragrances. Also, this would be such a great one to pick up at the semi-annual sale price and save it for fall. Great way to save money and get seasonality in your fragrances. So I would really love to try this one, and hopefully they bring it back out. All right, you guys, so up next we have the treats and sweets category. And for me, when I think treats and sweets, I'm thinking really only strictly gourmand. So I'm thinking things like confetti cake pop, champagne sprinkles, pink velvet cupcake, Santa's blueberry shortbread, sugar cherry crisp, fragrances like that. But instead we got sort of an interesting array, and I don't think I could qualify all of these as treats or sweets for me personally. So the options that they gave were Among the Clouds, pumpkin pecan waffles, sweet on Paris, almond blossom, wrapped in vanilla, or beach nights. And the two that I selected were almond blossom and beach nights. First, I selected almond blossom because this was one that a lot of people said it was very wearable, they enjoyed the fragrance, and I do like almond fragrances. And once I use up my white jasmine, I know I'm going to want to take a break from florals, and this seemed like a good light everyday fragrance. This one has notes of sweet almond oil, vanilla orchid, and cashmere musk, again with the cashmere musk. And I feel like vanilla orchid is in a lot of the fragrances that I picked up during SAS, so this combo has somewhat of a hold on me. Also, I really do like the packaging on this one, and I feel like this would just be a great one for every day. Now, the second scent that I picked was Beach Nights. I remember watching so many people on YouTube talk about how much they love Beach Nights, how it's the perfect kind of end of summer fragrance, very nostalgic for some people. So I was like, ooh, I really want to vote for that one to try this one out. It has notes of toasted marshmallow, sea salt breeze, s'mores accord, beach driftwood, and creamy vanilla. This just sounded like the most beautiful beachy s'mores fragrance, and I've never had a s'mores fragrance in my collection, at least not in the body care, so this just really piqued my interest. Also, I love the packaging on this. I think the packaging is iconic, very nostalgic for some people, and I would love to see this one come back. Now, the next category is the fresh and clean scents, and usually I have a lot to say about fresh and clean scents. I like fresh and clean. It's wearable. There's no seasonality, so you can wear it all year round, but none of these really kind of stuck out to me, so I ended up just voting none of these, as I didn't recognize really a single one on here as being one of my favorites in the past. Now, the options included Cotton Blossom, Indigo Dreams, Juniper Breeze, Kaleidoscope, Endless Sea, and Aruba Coconut, and really none of those stuck out to me. If anything, I would have loved to see like white tea and ginger. I would love to see white tea and sage. I think fresh, is it fresh t-shirt? White t-shirt? I think it's white t-shirt was one. Just more of those fresh scents. Sea Island Cotton would have been really good. Fresh scents like that. And unfortunately, that was just not in the options provided, so I didn't select any. Now we have our second to last category, fruity and bright. All right, you guys, for the fruity and bright category, I actually ran into the opposite problem than I did with the fresh and clean. While there was nothing that I really liked or stuck out to me in the fresh and clean section, the fruity and bright section, I wanted to choose like all of them, but unfortunately, there was not an all of the above option. The options listed for fruity and bright included Secret Wonderland, Sunset Glow, Black Cherry Merlot, Midnight Pomegranate, Black Raspberry Vanilla, and Sun Ripened Raspberry. Now, the two I ended picking to vote on were Black Cherry Merlot and Black Raspberry Vanilla, but if I was able to do a third, I definitely would have picked Secret Wonderland. We haven't seen that one in years, you guys. But as far as fruity and bright goes, first we have Black Cherry Merlot. This one was released the last time for fall of 2023, and it came in this faceted packaging. I just finished up a hand cream in this one, and it is such a good cherry fragrance. It's not like a cherry seltzer. I feel like a lot of the cherries that they have been doing are like this cherry seltzer, or they get very medicinal. I know some people say Black Cherry Merlot can kind of go a medicinal route, but for me, this is a rich Merlot fragrance that just smells expensive and berry and just so good. That one has notes of dark cherry, black raspberry, and sumptuous Merlot, perfect for the fall time. Now, the next fragrance I picked out, and you're gonna see the OG packaging up here on the screen, none of the repackages, as this is the packaging that I remember, that I grew up with, and this is really what made me love the fragrance, so I had to give credit where credit is due. So Black Raspberry Vanilla has notes of fresh raspberries, vine-ripened blackberries, vanilla orchid, creamy sandalwood, and cashmere woods. I'm telling you guys, it's that vanilla orchid and cashmere combo that is just taking over my scent palette. I love Black Raspberry Vanilla. It is the best berry vanilla by far. I think other things such as Dream Bright are pretty good. I think Forever Red is really good, but Black Raspberry Vanilla, there is something in that one that it's just like irresistible. You smell it and suddenly you own the whole collection and you don't even know how you got there. It is just that good. Also, that one is so nostalgic for me. That was my mom's, one of her favorites back in the day. So I always think of her whenever I smell that one. So I would absolutely love for that one to come back out. Now, the last category we have is Botanical and Blooms, and they had a couple of good options on this one as well. The options they had included Country Chic, Mad About You, Rosewater and Ivy, Cactus Blossom, Honey Wildflower, and Beautiful Day. Now, the two I ended up voting for are Country Chic and Mad About You, but the other two that I would also love to come back are the Beautiful Day and the Honey Wildflower. I think a lot of people would love those to come back as well. So starting with the one that I wanted to come back, Country Chic, you guys. This was in the discontinued products that I wish Bath & Body Works would bring back for spring video that I did earlier this year. And this is the original Country Chic that I remember. This I think was one of my first Bath & Body Works products, and I got it in a mini shower gel. It was the blue shower gel, and I still remember it to this day. This scent is just wonderful. It is such a great floral, especially if you're not a floral person. You don't like rose, you don't like lily of the valley, you just don't like this overwhelming kind of flowery, powdery scent. Try Country Chic. She might change your mind. This one says it's a sexy blend of sparkling lemon, bright wildflowers, and spring woods, inspired by the fresh air and natural beauty of America's countryside. And it really is that kind of fresh flower, airy scent, kind of similar to crisp morning air. Although crisp morning air to me takes much more of like an apple route, while the country chic takes more of like the wildflower route. But both of them are equally as good, and I would love for either of them to come back. And then the other fragrance we have is Mad About You. And I think Mad About You has some of the most iconic Bath & Body Works packaging. I mean, you could see this and you could take the actual like fragrance name off, and I feel like everybody would recognize this. This one has notes of soft peonies and black currant, kissed with creamy vanilla musk. I mean, what more could you want? This sounds absolutely delicious. I love black currant. There is a currant product at Lush. It's a black currant product called, it's the Bubble Bar. It's the purple one. It's not Sleepy. It's something else, but it is so delicious. And every time I smell it, I am like, this is phenomenal. I want to buy the whole entire store. So I would love for Bath & Body Works to do a black currant scent. I feel like this is just what the people need. It's different. It's not what we usually have. And this is a very fun take on a floral that I feel like a lot of people would be attracted to. But you guys, that wraps up my picks for the Bath & Body Works Summer Semi-Annual Sale 2026 voting. I'm really interested to see how this goes. I would like to see if any or which of the products they do end up bringing back next year. But I hope you guys, if you enjoyed SAS Week on my channel, had fun. Let me know in the comments down below what all of the products for the voting you picked. What are your ride or dies that you hope they bring back? Whether it's on the list or it's not on the list. There are definitely some that are not on the list that I would love to see back. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.